Hello guys, it's Josiah here, back again with another video. Now, in this video, I'm going to be covering through the three things I learned after booking 3,000 appointments of 155 agencies. Okay, now I'm going to walk you through the only three things you need to actually start booking appointments that scale it, right? And if you don't know him, my name is Josiah. I've scaled my own lead generation agency from 0 to 50K per month in 90 days. Now I'm helping other agency owners do the same. Okay, here in terms of clients, we've got Aman that just upscaled his client to 5.2K. David's got his first booking in 1.5 weeks of joining the program. We also got Craig here. He's just under 31 days, scheduled 46 appointments, 100K added to the pipeline, and 30K in new closed deals. Okay. And here we got 27K as he made. Just proof that it works. And if you don't know, we got the members here. We started 6 months ago from this new consultant. Then we scaled it up to 93 members. Okay. And this is a high ticket space as well. So I'm doing it for myself and I'm hoping so many other clients do the same. Okay. So after working with all these clients, helping them scale, I've really nailed down acquisition to these three pillars. Right now, I'm going to go these in sequential order, and you can actually use these to find out what's working with the system, how to build a system, but most importantly, how to book appointments. That's the main thing. Okay, so the first thing we've got is account mastery. Now, this is throughout all of the platforms. So you got email, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook. Right. And the first thing we understand is account mastery. Now, especially with email, is one of the most, if not the biggest pillar to do to nail down, which is your deliverability, right? Where did you buy the inboxes from? Are they US IP addresses? How long have the warm-up been going to? As well as with the account, which account provider did you use? Do you have just Google? Or are you mixing up between Google, Microsoft, and the SMPT service? Okay. So once you've got account nailed down, right, it can actually just change the whole trajectory of your campaign. The same thing with LinkedIn, right? With LinkedIn, I remember we use LinkedIn right now to book so many appointments, but just with LinkedIn alone, right, you can have one LinkedIn account, which is basically a white male or white female, looks good, has a great profile picture, very good content on the account, and will literally perform 2 to 5x more than just an account with no clear profile picture, or it looks like basically like a weirdo online, right? And that one account will produce 30, 40, 50 appointments, just that one account alone. So account mastery is literally the bedrock, right? You can literally have the worst targeting, the worst offer, but if your account looks good, if you're landing in an inbox, you're going to get such much better results than the people that have the best target, have the best offer, but no one is actually seeing the message. No one believes that they actually can provide what they're saying in their messaging, right? So the first thing you need to nail down whenever looking at any campaign or building your own campaign is making sure the account is right. The account works. People trust the accounts if it's on social platforms, or is it if an email, it lands in the inbox. That's literally key, because honestly, you don't know how many times I've looked at our accounts, how many times I've seen people's campaigns, and they're like, Josiah, what script should I test? What targeting is? My targeting is that. And I'm like, when's the last time we run a deliverability test? Okay. And like 4 months ago. And like, before even going anywhere, make sure you can actually deliver the message into the inbox, because it could be they're just not seeing the message. And guys, fixing an offer problem will not, like trying to fix an offer will not fix the deliverability problem. That's the main thing, right? And a lot of people try fix so much of the offer, try to become this copywriting god, when they're not even, people are not even seeing the copywriting in the first place, right? You can have the best copywriters, but if no one sees it, it literally does not matter. Okay. So the next thing as well is precision targeting. Now, this, if not, is one of the next best thing when it comes to the account is just make sure you're targeting the right people, right? The right people, the right job titles. And especially when it comes to that, like, I remember when I was running like campaigns, I remember we had this one campaign before for a client, right? Where, if you don't know what that, I used to run email campaigns for. At one point, I might like 25 clients at once, right? So I had this one client, I had this new account manager come in, and this account manager, he looked very sharp, right on board, and he was like, Josiah, I'm going to crush it. Okay. So we were running a campaign for AI companies, trying to book appointments with him and AI companies so they can come in together and then of course have a chat, right? And I looked at the campaign, I was like, the campaign looks good, the emails are coming in, the copy looks good, right? And then when we launched the campaign, it was like, oh my God, I thought it was going to bang. First day, 0. Nilch, right? And I'm like, what the heck is going on? And bear in mind, like the first launch, every single launch that I'm doing for clients, I always book 2, 5, 6 appointments on the first day, right? So when I heard something that booked crickets, I was like, what is going on, right? So when I went to the campaign, it was literally the targeting was off. Okay, we were thinking we're targeting AI companies, but we're actually targeting consulting companies, right? Which are two completely different things. So what we've done, because the client unfortunately had actually a consulting case study, we changed the AI case study to a consulting case study and started booking appointments on the fly, right? And that's the main thing. Like, you already have the best offer. You can have like, okay, deliverability, but if you're not targeting the right people, it's not going to matter, right? And make sure you target the people that actually have the pain points. Like, don't try sell leads to a HR manager, right? Like, what does a HR manager care about leads? Okay, try to sell it to the founder, the owner, the CEO, the marketing manager, right? And then the next thing, once you've got the targeting dialed in, you run in the inbox, you run into the right people, right? The next thing, make sure you're saying the right things. There's the offer and the messaging, right? Now, a few things I want to understand. Like, firstly, with the offer, it's literally just the desired outcome, right? Now, the best thing to do when it comes to creating an offer is to specify what you're actually going to give to them, right? Make sure that, yes, if you have a guarantee, you can use it, but make sure you actually give them what they want. So, for example, if someone just wants clients, yes, that's too high level, right? Yes, we can get you clients, but what type of clients do they want, right? Let's say you're working with technology companies. They want to talk to enterprise CMOs or CMOs of enterprise companies, or CTOs of enterprise companies, right? Or founders of enterprise companies. Okay, what type of enterprise company do you want to speak to? That level of specificity makes it okay. That's who I'm actually looking to target. I'm actually doing it right now. I'm struggling to find them XYZ, right? Is it appointments that they want, or is it sales qualified leads, right? Is it the way they want leads? For example, in some companies, in some industries, they like everything inbound coming to them, right? They never want to chase for leads, right? So you even have a different way of getting leads. Inbound leads versus outbound leads can literally just make your offer even a bit sweeter, right? And then, of course, actually offering something that is realistic to them and is actually relevant to them. I see a lot of people saying, hey, I'm going to help this company make an extra 10, 20K per month, but the company's already making 2 million per year or 2 million per month, right? It's like, it's not going to land with them. Like, if you're going to a company saying I can make it 10K per month, but they're making 2 million per month, it's like, it's not going to make sense, right? So you want to base it off the types of companies you want to attract and what's their goal, not what's your goal, okay? Now, another thing with messaging is different angles. And the best way I want to describe angles is just different ways of explaining, one, the same thing to them, or B, adding a different pain point or desire that they want. Okay. So, for example, you can have an angle of, let's say, appointments, because everyone wants to sell appointments, right? You can have one angle saying, hey, are you struggling to get in positive replies in your campaigns? Because that's a prerequisite of getting an appointment. Yeah, the reason I'm asking, because we can actually help you get an extra 10, 30 appointments, or we helped this company double the positive replies as resulted to 3x the appointments without tested, right? Boom, new offer there, right? Another thing you can do is desired outcome, right? What type of outcomes do they want, right? But the main thing I've realized now, like, especially after running so many campaigns, when focusing on the problem is literally going to help you. Like, focusing on the problem, focusing on like what they're struggling with each and every single day. People tend to run away more from pain, in my opinion, than to run towards pleasure. Okay, so highlighting that pain can literally change the whole campaign of results. So now, when I say the angle, you want to basically specify in the first part of the email, the first part of the message. Are you struggling with this, right? Or if you say desire, again, specify in the first line of the message. Would you like to generate more leads? Would you like to speak to more business owners? Would you like to speak to more qualified business owners, right? And then go from there. Okay. Another thing about message, make a message strong, is sending relevant case studies. Okay. Now, relevant case studies is, if not one of the most vital thing to do, because actually backs up your claim, and you want your case study to back up the claim that you've just made. That's when you really start getting good results. When you just say, hey, I can help you make 100K, and I've helped this guy make 100K. Boom, makes sense, right? But you've seen here, I can make 100K, but I help this guy make 10. Then it's like, how are you going to help me make 100K? Okay. Another thing as well is actually modifying your messages for the platform that you're on, right? Now, on email, direct response copy works really well, right? Direct response, shorter email, straight to the point, offer, snappy, right? But conversational doesn't work as well as it does on LinkedIn, right? On social platform, because that's when everyone wants to have conversation, but relationship. By the same time, you do want to be add a bit of direct response to get a quicker response. So that's where you want to modify your message depending on the platform that you use it. Okay, what works on email won't necessarily work on LinkedIn. What works on LinkedIn won't necessarily work on email, right? That's when you have to really start dialing in. And the best way to see is like just be active on the platform. People are going to send you messages, look at your inbox and see what type of message you'll get on a day-to-day basis and see which ones are actually standing out to you. And then you can use that of reference of what's working right now on the platform. Okay. Well, that's essentially it. Like I said, the 3 pillars. Now, the main thing about this, you want to start always from the account, right? When I'm looking at a campaign, I always start from the bottom. Is this account delivering? Are people CMOs? Do people trust the profile that's sending out the message if you're on a social profile? Then I'm going to say, are we targeting the right people? are the right people seeing my message? Okay. Go through 10, 15 leads and make sure the leads that you're targeting are actually the leads that you want to speak to, right? And the last thing is, am I saying the right things? Okay, am I talking about pain points? I'm talking about desires. Am I talking about things that the one can be specific? Can we have a guarantee? Can we have case studies, right? Can it make a bit personalized as well, right? Using clay, using all of these stuff. And then from there, I can then really start unpicking the campaign and really start going from like a 1% meaning book trade to 2 to 3 to 5, right? And start scaling it from there. Okay, so I thought I should share this with you because this honestly is such a game changer. It makes me simplify, honestly, the whole client acquisition into 3 simple pillars, right? And you always want to start from the bottom because trust me, guys, if you change the targeting issue, right? Let's say you change targeting, right? And you feel like, oh my God, I wasn't targeting the right people, but it was actually a deliverability issue. You're just going to get worse results. Okay. So you always want to start from deliverability and then work your way up to, or not deliverability, but account mastery. So looking at the social, looking at the post, looking at the profile or the account and email sake, then go to the targeting, right? Then go to the offer. Because honestly, once you know, like the only problem is the offer, you're like one little triangle, one little base away from having a campaign that just brings you 10, 20, 30K, book you 2 to 6 to even 10, 15 appointments each and every single day, right? Once you get to the final boss, which is the offer and the message, this is honestly probably the easiest one to fix, right? Because then you're just testing copy, right? That's all you're doing, testing copy. And that's the only problem because you've already checked out deliverability. It's landing in the inbox, right? The profile they're using is just the right profile. You're targeting the right people, okay? And the last thing is just the offer and the message, right? So that's it for this video. If you're looking for more of this, just subscribe. I'm going to be posting quite a few videos on this. And if you're interested in learning more about how we can help you implement the business, just have for so many clients here that we've just helped scale. Like Nana started our first agency, closed 2 clients in the first 3 weeks of joining the program. So like we're just doing this again and again and again. But if you are interested, there's a link below to book a chat, book a call, and then after that, catch you later.